Hey, what's up, everybody? My name's Ryan. As you can see, I make music. I've also got a podcast, You Guys Same Person. I play local shows here in Chicago. I'm out and about online at AKA Ryan. Anyway, this is the first of one of, I hope, many videos of inviting you kind of into the process. I'm going to move myself here. I just wanted to say hello. But as you can see, we're sitting here with a blank... what's called a DAW, or a digital audio workstation. Specifically, this is where I make my music or anything audio-based. For me, I use Reason by Propellerhead Studios. I'm specifically on version 12. I'd have to look up the specifics, but I have a Windows-based PC. It runs great. I like the ability to see the animated portions of the actual racks. As you can see on screen right now, you can move anything and connect your own stuff anywhere that you need to. And I like how plug and play it is. I know that most DAWs are pretty good at this point. It's 2024 as I'm recording this video. They say don't date your videos, but it's specifically by this year, things are going pretty smooth for most DAWs, digital audio workstations. Again, for those unfamiliar, whatever you're trying to use, it's kind of just specifically what you like. You know, I know that stuff like Logic Pro is what's going on for most Mac users. It's really simple to download from the iOS. I used it on my Macs when I was in college, but now I like Windows. I like the ability to customize my computer. Anyway, so I use Propellerhead. You can use Pro Tools is a good one. Another free one for those of you out there is Audacity. Now, Audacity is only for recording, but if you've got an acoustic guitar and a little laptop with a built-in microphone, you're on your way. So today, I'm starting fresh. Usually, when I get started, I will hop over into these instruments here and just take a look around. I don't really know what I'm feeling today. I like to start on a keyboard. Unless I'm practicing some guitar, and then I like a cool riff might come out or something. But I find that I when I'm searching, I have a lot more options as far as paths to go down. You know, a guitar is going to sound like a guitar. You can distort it or keep it clean, but a keyboard, especially a MIDI controller like this one, can really open up some insane avenues. So let's start. What do you think? Synthesizers today? Let's give it a shot. The first one's always a crapshoot. Dozy Whiff. How's that sound? It's cool. All right, it's all right. Let's do... I might even be able to turn you guys up here a little bit. Yeah. A lot of people might find this annoying. Just getting started, but I always find it's like going through a toy store and trying out a bunch of different things and seeing what inspires you. You know, EDM brass. Let's see what this does. Neat. It's got some potential. What are we doing here with this EDM? Get rid of that dozy wave. We don't want you. Not right now. Maybe. We might go back to it. Well, let's peek in here. So this is just what it sounds like when you turn it on, right? But, I mean, it's not the only sound that you can mess with it here. If you look at the editor, you've got a ton of device options. Yeah, here you go. Here's your specifics that you can really get into and really customize. And if you don't know what you're trying to customize, just start moving it and see what happens. See? Okay, so now we know that that's as much or as little of that reverb as we want. Boom. I kind of like that without that reverb. I wonder what else we can do with this thing. What's phaser gonna do for us? Anything different? You guys hear anything different there? That soft attack, that vibrato out of there, but that vibration or that release goes forever, doesn't it? No, it's my first one. I don't know. Okay, hold on. This thing's going forever. That's kind of hilarious. Where is that? Oh, it's that wet one right there, isn't it? Yep. Okay. Well, I don't know if EDM brass is really getting it for me, but you can see what we're doing here. We're searching. Maybe synths isn't the one. There's no rules here, right? We're here by ourselves. Me and you, we're here alone with all of us. There's no rules. We can play what we want, do what we want, any style that we want. You'll notice that when I'm kind of getting started on a new song, it might end up somewhere weird, but I've got my kind of go-to test. Notes and chords that I like. I'm kind of searching for specific things that I know I like to transition through and see how they sound. Now, here's something interesting. If I don't have, like right now, I don't really kind of have any idea. I don't have a specific riff or a scale or anything I feel like doing. So sometimes, this is a fun little trick. I'll find a loop. Now hear me out here. Not creating loops and saying that's a song. I'm looking for an idea that I might not have on my own. So if you're sitting there with a band, right, your drummer is going to play drums. Even if you write the drum parts, they're a different person. Their body moves differently. Their brain works differently. They're going to play that a little bit differently, unless you really hammer in, no, this is the exact right, the sheet music, something like that. But if you're a normal human being playing with other normal humans, you might allow them a little wiggle room, and that wiggle room might be something you're not thinking of, which can change your song, if not change course entirely. You know what I mean? It's the butterfly effect. What if a single hi-hat or a new snare hit in a weird spot really unlocks an idea? So don't be afraid to do different things. Now, again, if you do use loops to create your songs and do stuff on top of that, I don't care. It's all painting, right? If you like it and other people like it, that's all that matters. In fact, if you like it is kind of all that matters. But back to our point here, I'm going to check out some loops and see if I can find some inspiration. Let's see, that's already pretty cool. What was our thing here? Okay. Let's play with that one. Why not? Don't want to double up on the microphones there. Okay, so I added an audio channel, and we're going to call it Loop. Well, after we turn off caps lock, we'll call it Loop. Got my little keyboard here. It's important to keep yourself organized. Otherwise, you're going to have, trust me, you're going to have 1,000 things called what I'm gonna call it, and you're going to be like, what was that? I don't understand my naming structure. Same thing with file names. We'll get to that later. So, we liked this, right? This sounded all right? Yeah, see, I'm already thinking, since this is, let's expand this, give ourselves more than just 8 bars. And we're going to do a simple copy, paste. Copy, paste, 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 paste. Okay, so now we've got something way too fast. Now what, okay, see, these are all things that we want to learn together, right? You throw in a loop, does it match your beats per minute, your BPM, how fast or slow you want your song to go? Right here, we are given, luckily, 100, and I'm going to guess that that's about 100 BPM, and the name of the file here where my mouse is. So we're going to change our own BPM, which is at 120, down to 100, and we should hear that. Okay, so watch. Yeah, a bit louder. Turn that down. Cool, so we matched. Why is that still playing? Stop it. Okay. Okay, so we've got our first loop here. That does mean, even though we found it by mistake, that means if I want this even slower, I can do whatever I want to, right? Click track off. It's kind of cool. Especially if we have our other instruments selected, right? Those my test chords, I always use those because it's just so nice. Now, my music usually comes out pretty rock and roll, but that doesn't mean I don't have 1,000 ideas like this sitting in my my computer doing whatever, right? Because I can write whatever I want to. It's, Bob Ross would call it our happy little tree. So this is our happy little beat, right? I don't have any words to say or write notes, but there's nobody to tell me what is right and wrong. So now we're out. Now we're, you can extrapolate from there, and make your own thing. So why don't we do something like that? Let's get a cool bass in there. You know what I mean? Let's ride with this flow. Again, this is just for me. If I wasn't here showing it to you, inviting you into this process, drinking a little bit of my unsponsored fun juice. This is something just for me. I can pop it in my own headphones. I can make my own music, walk around the city listening to my own stuff for whatever reason. Even if people do go out and they see, they go to an AKA Ryan show, they might be expecting a certain style of song, especially right now where, just getting off the ground, playing a lot of rock and stuff. But I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be interesting in the future. I want to do more stuff like this. Different videos I've got down in the pipeline is gonna be a lot of fun. But let's not get too distracted. And let's see, find a cool bass. What are we at? 86. It's a little slow. Kind of want to groove. 92. 92 is a good year. Yeah, 88, 89, 90, 5. Born in 88. It's not a bad year. All right. No. Looking for something. Yeah, maybe. Is that? Well, that's a little bit up there. Okay. That sounded kind of cool. But well, that's kind of like that Biggie song. Biggie, 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 can't you see? All right. So here's another interesting thing. You're sitting around, you're writing music. Maybe you're getting close to a song. Now, there's a lot of fear that especially has shown up in my heart, thinking about stuff like this. You see news articles of like Ed Sheeran going to court, getting sued. That's my song. I wrote that. That's too close to this. I think that's a little unwarranted. I think you got to remember in those moments that that's literally 20 million listens every nanosecond. Ed Sheeran, and a case that he won, obviously. There's rules. You gotta Google kind of what your question is. For example, if I wanted to do that Biggie song and I wanted to recreate it here and rap over it, it's a cover. I can do that. I can't use his actual recordings or the actual released Biggie music, but I can recreate his whole song under the same name and perform each and everything, and there you go. It's called a cover, and you can get famous on cover. Plenty of people do that all the time, and it's also a good way to kind of get your name around there. You've got a bunch of original music. I've got a bunch of original music, but some of the things that really resonate right off the bat as a calling card could be a fun reimagining or even just a straight cover. When I'm doing covers, I like to make it kind of my own, maybe take it a new direction, add something a bit different. We'll do a whole episode on covers. Because I've got a lot of thoughts on covers. But let's get back to something like this. I like where we're headed. Let's. I don't want to do a Biggie cover, but let's. Nobody's gonna know, right? If we're close, especially if we add different stuff on top of it. Making music is just like cooking. Nobody owns spaghetti noodles. They might own a specifically named dish at a specifically named restaurant. But you're allowed to make spaghetti at home, and it's a different thing. So let's do that. I like that bass. Let's get in. Why not? No rules today. So you can change it up as much as you want to. I don't feel like being a changer. Let's do... So actually, yeah, why not? Let's show you all these options. We're not going to go too deep into it. Here you've got your normal copy cut, blah, blah, blah. Set loop section. I haven't played with a lot of these yet. The ones that I mess around with most, you're going to do quantizing if you're doing something really strict and on the beat, something EDM. You know, even I like to sit here and I like to play everything, even if it's EDM. But the human ear, at least mine, expects some sort of loosey-goosey when I know that there's a bunch of people on stage, rock bands, jazz band, anybody playing all these instruments. They're human beings, and your ear kind of it's like that uncanny valley when you know something's fake. You know, your eye knows something's fake in a movie. Your ear might know something's fake, but EDM is its own kind of genre in our brain where we expect that perfect on the grid, whatever you're doing. So quantize, you don't want to, it can be a crutch. You can really mess yourself up. Or depending on what you're doing, it can be a really nice tool. Right here, what we're doing, me and you, sitting here chilling, I'm going to quantize this thing down to the 16th notes. Actually, 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, we'll keep that at the 16th. Nice, easy, and smooth. Now we're going to copy and paste here. Just showing you guys. So this is what we've got so far. On Reason, I'm gonna hit Control J. I'm gonna join these. So now it's just one MIDI file here. I'm actually gonna do that with my audio files. There we go. How's that sounding? Get that bass up. Okay, so we've got something. Pretty basic. You know, we're cruising. We're cruising, as they say. So. Here's that keyboard that I had. Let's see. Let's just play on top of it. We'll let it play. We got no rules here. I'm going to say it a bunch because there are no rules, and I want you guys to remember that. There's nothing to be embarrassed by when you're sitting here doodling in your own room. I'd have to walk that bass down a little bit instead of repeating it. So, why don't we do that? And you know what? That beat up in the beginning, I'm going to get annoyed with that. So let's do... Maybe we give it like a... That's kind of cool. You know what I'd like? Maybe in future iterations of videos, I'd like a camera right here so you can see kind of what I'm doing on my keyboard here. But let's give it 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So we need to give it that 4, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 1, and 3. Boom. Okay. All right. Let's give me that click. It's a skill. Okay. It's not a perfectly honed skill yet, but it's a skill. Okay, let's move that over. We're going to give us 1, 2. Let's do it. We'll try it again. to quantize that. It sounded kind of cool. So we've got our funkified bass. We're back to our... It's pretty basic, but whatever. We're having a basic day. Trees are basic, and we need them for life, so... Maybe we do like a cool... Send the click track off and let's just get to it. Like that up there. Notice I'm not recording. Because you can try all the wrong stuff that you want to, right? Because there's no damn rules. Why not? So we're in that. Okay, so I do like that kind of longer sustained note on top. Let's try mixing that up a bit. So yeah, you hear that on top. So we're trying to do that. Let's see. I wanted to do that. Okay, well, we're not recording, so that's good. Prepare. Always got to prepare. You don't want to back yourself into a corner by hitting record and not being set. We're doing as we're living. All right. Let's record it, see what happens. Okay, so I kind of want that switch to happen right there. I feel like that flow is going really well. So I wonder if I can get rid of this little section, you know, by keeping the keeping that intro, and then you got your 4 bars right here. And I already make that change happen. So what if we just move that over? Let's give that a shot. Again. We just talked about this, me. Setting your fingers. What do you want to play here? Now, obviously, this gets a little bit easier over time. You can tell that I've got some habits already that normally when I don't have a microphone in the way, I'll just pop on my fingers. But it's not good habits. So you guys are actually inadvertently helping me out here. And we're all starting fresh, doing it right. Let's stay away from that F, right? Or we have to go straight to it, which would make it like where was I normal key? It's that B flat, not that A. Okay. Okay, we'll just follow that down. Hello. Oh God. Well, now we're getting, see, now if we just let our mind go, we're going somewhere completely different here. And I'm kind of liking that. I like the something cool there. Something cool there. So let's keep that intro. Maybe we can have some like strings follow that. Could be cool. Let's see. Give us that click just for the intro. Okay, so now we're going to let our chords dictate the bass rather than our bass dictating the chords. It was a nice jumping point. And actually, let's do vid 1. Now, we'll talk about naming conventions. Right now, I'm starting off not best practices, but things that you want to do. If you don't know what this is going to be, you can name it something like the date. You can name it maybe the style that it's in. Trust me, naming it Supermaster Flub 9 _V2. It's 6 months down the road when you think, okay, and maybe it's time for a show. This is kind of picking up. What songs do we want to play? And you've got Fluff, and you're like, what the hell is Fluff? Don't back yourself into that corner. This is the first video that I'm doing here. So vid 1 makes sense to me, makes sense to you. Let's move on. We're letting the chords dictate the bass because I liked using the right instrument. And with the right instrument, I liked that little walk down. And I want something cool there. So I've got those first 3 chords. Let's give it a shot. Now, here's the key. Something cool, because you kind of want to go, but I don't want to just go. So maybe think of a melody. You kind of want to go, Okay, so that's a good middle chord. Let's do it again. But I'm gonna want a fun chord to get out of it. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Let this do its thing. Little fun juice. Give it that repeat and see what we can do. This is where I want something cool. I kind of wanna. So how do we go? We're back to that thing again in the middle, which I guess is fine. But how do we transition? No, stay away from that F. Okay, it's a little, no. G, and then oh no, we wanted the yeah, we wanted that F minor 7, F minor 7, F minor. I went to school for it, but if you know it, give it a comment. Let's do. That D in there is what helps that. Okay. So we can keep this. We've got the whole. Get out of here. That quantized right on that beat. Now remember, this is just writing. This isn't performing. We practice this. We can do this live. We can back this up with however we want to. We're just sitting here sketching, right? We might not do anything with this. I might throw this away at the end of the day and be like, this was a fun exercise in something new. Or this might be a whole new track that we'll throw and maybe throw it into the mix on stage. You never know with these things. But you miss 100% of the grapes you don't eat, they say. So, back to where we are. Why not? Let's add some bass. Let's see what this kind of sounds like. Is it just going to stay on that C? I wonder what the bass is going to do. C sounds good. So we can keep it on that C. It feels like. Maybe. Let's play around with that. Let's see. Key number a million. Remember what you wrote, played, what you raid. Shadow Legends. They're not a sponsor. Let's try that again. All right. That was a little bit too close to that Biggie one. Let's try it again. Like that. Go down, 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 down. Well, I guess the last thing for us to do here. Well, we said strings, didn't we? So we've got something basic here. I'm liking it. It's fun. I don't know if we're gonna be keeping it, but let's keep building on it. I mean, what else are we gonna do? 'Cause we can always start fresh, throw this away, and I have, and I will in the future. But I really like the idea of hearing those violins come in. Maybe not. Okay, now I think Logic has some great built-in string VSTs. Again, I'm using most things as they are out of the box when you get this thing. Strings are right. Even though they sometimes sound like the Nintendo 64. Well, that can be kind of what you're going for sometimes. So, don't knock it. Not multi-voice. I'm looking for something more staccato. Little, words you learn in school. Like Glee. Gross. Yeah. Let's try that. Let's see how that sounds with our. Kind of want to. Those are a little too short. I want them played. But I want that attack. That's got a little bit too little attack. See if we can find that. So what I did here, like I showed you in the beginning, I opened up my violins here. We've got attack 1, 2. See, just changing that attack is really, really helpful to what we were trying to do here. So let's go. Let's give ourselves that first 2 bars. Higher. They're kind of in your face already, right? You can always, it's just like drugs, kids. You can always go back and do more. You can never have gone back and do less. Well, don't do drugs. Kids, specifically. People. Music. Give ourselves that first one for free. See how quick we can get this down? Let's give it another one. And then maybe like a tremolo. little apprehension, maybe a little. I'm a little nervous to be this cool in front of y'all, right? Let's do violinist tremolo. Just that like. And obviously turn that down in the mix. Let's try. Okay. I'm just saying, we're sitting around messing around off the dome. I've heard worse songs. And even though this is only just kind of maybe a minute long, we've got the first of something. You know, most songs, especially popular music, is going to be your section A, your first idea, your second idea, you repeat that, you have a third idea, maybe wrap it around again with that first idea, and you've got a song. So we've got our I want to something right there where that gets dirty. You know, you've got some room for improvement. We can sit here and do this all day. We could go to something new. I wonder. I kind of want to put a lead on this, and then that'll be our nice little bow. Let's do that. Let's make this our first date, right? You know, I like you. Maybe you liked me. We'll come back. Maybe we can do this again sometime. But before, let's find something cool here. 70s. Maybe? Let's res solo. You never know. Sometimes in context it might sound pretty cool. Where are we at here with volume? Let's go. Let's see. It's all right. Doesn't really stand out to me. I mean, it's kind of smooth. I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not like, yeah. Gosh, these are loud, aren't they? That could be fun. Why not? Let's see. Let's have some fun with it. Let's see what what we can do here. We can even take. So this thing I'm moving right here is the right end of the recording, and I might loop it around. Nah, I don't want it to be a 8-bit video game, but you never know, right? You try it out yourself. Big riff. Big nope. Let's do. You kind of try these out individually. Detuned Dirt. I bet you that's going to be our winner. Dirty lead sine wave. Where's that delay? Do we have it? Can I turn that off? Clock, arena, room, scream. Nope. You go to compressor, subtractor. Nope. Let's check bypass effect. Just start touching buttons. You never know. See? Turn that up a bit. Because it's our lead here. Well, there you go. We did something. We sat down and we created something. This is how the process goes. Stick around. We'll do some more. Maybe I'll even start another one. I've got my guitar over here. Why not try a rock one? All right? You never know. You never know. And remember, there's no rules. Thanks for sticking around. Check us out, a.k.a. Ryan. You can call me whatever you want. Two Guys, Same Person podcast. Check it out over there. Interviews, local music, stuff going on in my head. Maybe I'll even do a Two Guys, Same Person like this right in front of you guys. So thanks for tuning in, and see you next time.